Let us start the higher mindfulness practice based on the traditional text. Eyes are closed. It says that if we want to be free from the stress and the suffering, we need to change our personal reality. And that personal reality has to be, we need to change that personal reality, and we should become self-oriented. What is self-oriented? Simple, that we have to move our mind within. So once we become self-oriented, that is the first step in day-to-day life. It means what? That self deep within is more important than anything else. So that is one. And the second part of achieving a higher mindfulness practice, when we change our personal reality as a material world to treat the path of mindfulness, we begin contemplating and reflecting on forgiveness, something happens with the people, with the events, with ourselves, we were unconscious, we hurt ourselves. We need not to repeat it. We need not to regret. And the second part, attitude is kindness. When we are doing the practice, we say to ourselves, okay, I'm content with the world outside, so that the mind does not bring any thought related to it. So that is what we do in our preparatory step, being comfortable. So check that you are comfortable. Look at the neck joint, shoulder blades, feel the sensation and become aware. So what is happening? The mind is aware and attentive to the body. One, when it is aware and attentive, it is free to align and adjust if unease is there. And then what we have to do? Nothing. So what we have to do? Nothing. So when you're doing nothing in that awareness, you have already started, or you are in the mindfulness state. So normally the mind understands the language and steps and sequence. So that is why I'm saying it is a preparatory step. Be carefree. That is also a part of the Preparatory step. So be carefree means what? Do nothing. So now question comes, when you do nothing, simple, when thoughts are moving into your mind, coming and going, that is the key. Then be casual. Being casual, being natural. Being natural means that we bypass the mind that is constantly running and experience that, okay, I'm natural, I'm okay. So that gives you the idea of consciousness that is present and we are aware without thinker. Okay, now the text says, become aware of the body. Become aware of the body to discover if I am the body or not the body. Not intellectually, but a conscious awareness and experience. Look at the body. Feel sensation, stillness, and there is an awareness and attention inside. You know, from outside, the mind says, I am the body. Now we are experiencing the sensation, space, stillness in the body, and our awareness and attention is inward. And then we experience, I am not the body. It appears I am the body, but it is not. So in our tradition, we say what appears true, but not true. Can I realize that state here and now? When I'm not the body, all the sensations do not belong to the body. It is a device. It is a way It is a device, it is a way to bypass the thinker mind. The thinker creates I, and I declares I am the body. So when I am not the body, which is at present in the state of sensation in the stillness, we are okay. And now see the state of calmness, relaxation comes. The state of calmness and relaxation returns. When we repeat it, the conditioned mind begins changing. And that changes the brain. You're doing an advanced practice, any advanced practice based on the text. Any advanced practice definitely is simple. It has to be simple. The simpler it is, the better it is. So the master teaches, if we experience the body is different, body is separate. Separate from what? Separate from I. So this I leaves the wrong perception. So when I leaves the wrong perception, what happens? The I-ness undergoes a change. What change? It changes from I am the body to simple awareness and attention. Oh, am I awareness and attention? And then the teacher says, allow this mind to live within. Allow the mind to live in. What it means? A simple understanding by a metaphor, you're inside the home or outside. So at present we see, is it possible to have an inward awareness and attention? So just see, look at the head and the neck. We are following and translating the great master's teaching into the practice. Look head and the neck, outside, and then inside. So when you look inside, you encounter there is a space, there is a sensation. Done. Look at the right arm outside and look inside the right arm, being there within, experiencing the state of what? Experiencing the state of nothing. Whether you say nothing means what? No thing. So this no thing also includes I is not there. It's a basic difference between the science and the authentic teaching of the mindfulness. We are not looking into the brain. Yes, that comes as a byproduct. We are working at the consciousness level. Science always has to work at the material, physical level. So we are looking inside, we are aware of no thing. That includes I also. So there is no thing. There is nobody. Am I aware of that state is the question. If I'm aware, mind is living within. And then comes that can I live within consciously? Means what? What does neuroscience says? Inward awareness and attention changes the brain. We know it for thousands of years. Can I live within consciously? Oh yes, we all live within, not consciously but unconsciously, every day in deep sleep. Understand why we crave, desire for deep sleep. There are many reasons the science gives. But what the teaching of the master says, teacher says, that we have a natural urge to become one with the existence. You are into that state of the stillness sensation. You are living within with awareness of the space and the sensation inside the body. So why we desire a good sound sleep? First, we want to be one with the existence. But how? When we are no thing. Whether you say no thing, whether you say emptiness, or whether you say nobody. I is not there. So it is that natural urge that pushes us into a deep relaxation state. Good. So when that happens, and how it happened, what should we do? For the sake of saying doing, but we don't do anything. The breath goes in inside and out. So look at the breath. Look at the breath. Three-pointed awareness of the breath. Breath goes in and out. Feel the sensation. And no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. So the master says, in deep sleep, we are not aware of body, breath, mind, intellect, energy, world outside. And we are also, there is no I. It helps, but it does not lead to transformation. Now what is happening? We are fully aware, conscious, of the outer world, including body, breath, brain, mind, but feel separate from it. And deep inside, I does not attach itself to any of them. It is looking at the breath. It is looking at the breath. So the teacher says, in that state, in the state of space, sensation, in the stillness, inside the state of calmness and quietness, looking at the breath, drops I that causes the stress and the suffering. Okay, if the science says that it fires the brain, they are also right. Now the most important thing that comes in the practice is doing nothing that leads to conscious experience. You are into the practice and we are doing it. So doing nothing. Become aware you are not doing anything that leads to nothingness. In the state of nothingness, the I created by the conditioned mind is not there. Science may talk of a lot of things of inward awareness and attention, but the great teachers, they say and explain that when that sense of I am the body is not there, I am not the body is there. The mind that is running comes naturally to a state of doing nothing. And on the other hand, we experience deep calm, peace, and here we wait. Another factor is very important. We wait. Wait does not mean I am waiting. It means the state of doing nothing. The inner and the higher consciousness dawns with peace, happiness, joy. It's all about. So this master teaches when we have a conscious experience of the separation from the body, or a simple awareness that I'm not the body, that drops the wandering mind by itself. Then our awareness and attention moves inside. Then it is naturally looking at the breath that is going in and out, a device that keeps the mind deeper within. We have not to be judgmental or non-judgmental both. The moment we say non-judgmental, the I has to be there, the thinker has to be there, which will constantly look, create an idea of being non-judgmental. That defeats the whole purpose of mindfulness. The scientist who talks about being non-judgmental, they have to change their definition. You're not doing anything. You are into that state. You are in peace and calmness. Next week, we'll understand how to remain in that state of nothingness, with reference to the memories that we have created in the past. That is one of the most important thing is missing when the scientist talks about mindfulness or any meditation practice. Is to recite a sound that strengthens and deepens the practice. One of them is Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And the next is also important, how to return. We are not in a hurry. Bring the mind on the right palm, feel the sensation. Bring the mind on the left palm, feel the sensation. Raise both your palms.